sun is shining, the rain has stopped, it's 35 degrees outside. Can't think of a better time to fly and to do some lawn care. So this video is for all of you that are just itching to do something in the lawn. I actually got a phone call from one of our customers who bought a biostim pack and wants to crack it open and get something going. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull one of the products out of the biostim pack and talk about it. We're gonna talk about how to use humic12 in the off season on the lawn. So next humic12, let's talk a little bit about it before we get to mixing it up and throwing it down in the yard. All right, just because the Bermuda grass here in the front is dormant doesn't mean that the soil is. There's still some biological activity that's going on underneath there. So we want to give it a little bit of the humic to help push it along and create a soil system that's going to work with us. And what humic12 is going to do is it's going to have a soil softening effect. It's going to help loosen it up and it's going to create pathways for air to flow in the soil. So yeah, even though it's winter, we can still work on our soil. Now I'm assuming most of you are gonna have a backpack sprayer that you're gonna be spraying out of on your turfs. So that's what I'm gonna use for this first application. And I say first because I'm gonna do 2 applications today and I'll get into that later. But for this first application, I'm just gonna go 3 ounces per 1,000 square feet. Now my whole yard is about 6,500 square feet. The front, sides, and the back, all that good stuff. But because I killed off the front portion here, now this side and all of the back is fescue. So I only have about 2,000 square feet of Bermuda that I have to take care of, and that's what we're gonna take care of today. We're just gonna spray the Bermuda and we'll talk about that. But like I said, for this application, I'm gonna start out with what it says. The recommendation on the pack is 3 ounces per 1,000 square feet. So I'm gonna mix up 6 ounces total. In my backpack sprayer, I'm gonna put in 4 gallons of water. Now that's a note I want to talk about. The dilution rate for this product is 7:1. So that means for every ounce of product, we need 7 ounces of water at a minimum. That is the minimum that you need. Now, one thing that we like to preach is more water is better because we're gonna try and get it off the foliage down into the soil system. So for me, I'm gonna mix up the 6 ounces in my backpack sprayer. I'm gonna spray it out with 4 gallons of water over this 2,000 square feet. And I'm gonna go in a checkerboard pattern. So I'm gonna go side to side, front to back until it is sprayed out. So I make sure I get a good, even coverage. All right, so we're all mixed up. We're ready to spray. I bet y'all thought I was gonna walk backwards and do the dirty bird wobble, huh? Nope. So that was our 3 ounces per 1,000 square feet with the backpack sprayer. Now we're gonna load up our hose end sprayer right down there in the mess of all that. And we're gonna do 6 ounces per 1,000 with the hose end. And the reason we're gonna go 6 ounces per 1,000 with the hose end sprayer, it's recommended to go 3 to 9 ounces per 1,000 with a humic12. So we already threw down 3 ounces per 1,000 with the backpack sprayer. Now with our 6 ounces per 1,000 with our hose end sprayer, that's gonna give us our grand total of 9 ounces per 1,000 square feet. Now you might be asking yourself, why didn't I just go ahead and mix up all 9 ounces in the backpack sprayer? Great question. With the heavier apps, if you're gonna go all the way up to 9 ounces, it's better to use the hose end sprayer. because the hose end sprayer is able to push more water out and create a better dilution rate, causing the product to get down to the soil where it needs to be. So because I'm going up to my 6 ounces per 1,000 square feet, that's why I'm going to use the hose end sprayer. And there we go. There's our 6 ounces per 1,000. So now we have a grand total of 9 ounces of humic-12 per 1,000 square feet in the Bermuda. And yes, I know my hose management game is off. It's the second time I've ever used that, so I got some work to do. I got to practice more. So what are the other things that we're achieving with this Humic app? One of the things that we're achieving is we're throwing down some carbon into the soil so that we can get a kickstart on our spring green up. And speaking of spring, the other thing that this Humic-12 app is going to do is when spring finally does decide to show up and winter is finally behind us, this app is going to help with nitrogen uptake. And like I already mentioned, just because the grass is dormant, it does not mean that the soil is. It doesn't mean that the soil is frozen and absolutely nothing is happening underneath there. There is biological activity, and one of the things that this Humic-12 app is going to do is help with beginning of chelation of metals in the soil and really just push all those biological functions along and help jumpstart the process. Remember, the whole goal here is to create a soil system that's going to work with us. So by jumping on this Humic-12 app, it's really going to push things along and really jumpstart things when the spring finally comes. So there you go. That's how to use Humic-12 in the off season. If you have any other questions, leave those in the comment section below and I will answer those for you. If I don't have the answer, I will do my best to get you the answer. That I promise you. This is just one of the products that you're gonna get if you buy the BioStem pack, which I know a lot of people already have and they're just anxious to dive in and use it. So I will make videos for those other 3 products found in that pack. So make sure you're subscribed, like this video, leave me some feedback, engage, all that good social media stuff, share the video, you know how it goes. Keep on keeping on, my lawn care brothers and sisters from other misters, and I will catch you next time. And yes, I know I'm gonna get this question. I sprayed the backyard as well. Pine needles and all. These things are like daggers in the ground.